Could James Harden be a Laker? Welcome into Lakers Today by Chat Sports. Matthew Peterson breaking down all of the NBA drama and rumors surrounding James Harden and his future in Philadelphia, or lack of future in Philadelphia, at least with Daryl Morey there, and whether or not he could be on the move to the City of Angels after Harden expressed a lot of frustration with the current regime. There could be a trade coming for him, but it's not as easy as you think. But let's get to some of the quotes and whatnot surrounding the story, including this write-up from Sam Amick, who said, no matter what signals the Sixers might send when it comes to trade talk, a source close to Harden reiterated that the 10-time All-Star and former MVP no longer wants to play for Philadelphia and has no plans of taking part in training camp. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of, James Harden said. Let me say that again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. This is not the first time James Harden has requested a trade. This is his third trade request. We notably know how the first one went about when he got his fat suit on. So I don't know if maybe he'll come up with no beard, or he'll go the Aaron Rodgers route and just go take a bunch of shrooms and hide out in the caves of New Mexico. I've got no idea, but I can say this much. I think James Harden is done in Philadelphia. Now, I do want to add that last quote, he said to some sort of public gathering, if you will. Not quite public, but he was in China saying it to a group of people, and something tells me when you tell Chinese people something bad about Daryl Morey, who had negative things to say about China, you might get the crowd on your side. Now, having said all that, there is no chance that the CCP will allow this video to be shared in Beijing. So this video is not getting across their firewalls anymore. But James Harden is likely done in Philadelphia, to say the least. So could he be a Laker? Well, here's what Mark Stein thinks. We appear to be headed for quite a standoff, since league sources say that the Sixers remain determined to trade Harden only if they find a deal that keeps them in the title mix. So if the Lakers are going to be in the mix for James Harden, could they put together a trade package that the Sixers then feel like keeps them in the title mix? We're going to look at a trade idea in just a second, but let me guarantee you this much. If a Lakers-James Harden trade goes down, you will be the first to know because you are subscribed to the channel. You will get the notification. You will get our video breaking it all down. So just more reasons to go ahead, click the subscribe button, and never miss any Lakers news or rumors. So let's put together the case for James Harden maybe coming to Hollywood, because Harden, in my eyes, would be an upgrade at point guard over D'Angelo Russell, but I'm not confident that it would be such a big enough upgrade to warrant giving up assets to go out and make a trade. Now, when you look at Harden's last 3 years in Philadelphia, last 2 years rather, in his playoff stats to go along with it, he's not the 30-plus point scorer he once was in Houston, but I still think he's got some good basketball left in him. He was not tremendous in the postseason this past year or the year prior, really. 19 points per game, 40% field goal percentage. Three-point percentage was a little bit down compared to what he did in the regular season in 2022 and 2023. But James Harden is still a hooper. He can still get a bucket. He's still a good baller. And I think most teams would like to have Harden on their roster. Now, if you're moving on from D'Angelo Russell to get James Harden, you're moving on from a guy last year who averaged 17.8 points per game over 71 games. He has hopped around. I mean, who has not in the NBA at this point? But Russell and Harden have had their fair share of trades and movement so far throughout their careers. So this would not be the first time D'Angelo Russell was on the Lakers, off the Lakers, then back on the Lakers, then maybe back on the Lakers another 5 years or so. But if my guess is correct, it is that if Harden does get traded, he's going to want a contract extension that comes before the trade goes down. And the Lakers just gave a max extension to Anthony Davis. LeBron James' time in LA appears to be dwindling, so this could be a good time to have some money open to add James Harden. But I don't know who wants to give James Harden a big contract extension, or really any contract extension at this point in his career. But I do want to add that James Harden does not have a no-trade clause. So he can't just veto any trade that the Sixers put together for him. And after what he said about Daryl Morey, which you do have to wonder what happened in that relationship for him to wake up today and say all that. I don't know if there was some under the table agreement, a handshake deal put in place, and Daryl Morey backed out of it or whatever. But it sounds like that relationship has been completely fractured, and Daryl Morey can trade him wherever he wants because he does not have a no-trade clause. Now, I want to hear from everyone watching for a moment. Do you guys think the Lakers should go out and trade for James Harden? You can simply type T for trade or P for pass, but give me your honest opinion in the comment section on where you stand for trading for Harden. Now, if I had to put together what a trade package could look like for the former MVP, I don't think it would cost you that much. D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura, which, if I'm being honest, I would rather hold on to Rui than D'Angelo Russell. I just feel like Hachimura last year or this past season in the playoffs put together such great games, especially coming over from DC. He looked like he could be a piece for the future, whereas D'Lo is D'Lo. You kind of know what you're getting. It's good point guard play. It's not game-changing point guard play. He's not going to cost you games, but I don't know how many D'Angelo Russell games are out there. Whereas Hachimura, I don't know. He's younger. He had some great games in the postseason. He had some Hachimura games. So for that reason, I'd rather hold on to Rui. At the end of the day, I would do this deal, but I wouldn't be super pumped up about doing it, right? Harden has some sort of track record in the postseason, whereas, like I said, can anyone really point to a D'Angelo Russell game where he just took over and single-handedly won a game? Maybe I'm missing one, but none really comes to the surface. Whereas with Harden, we know that, sure, he's never really gotten over the hump of, never really gotten past the 0 for 27 night against the Warriors, but that was one of the greatest basketball teams ever assembled. So trading Rui would definitely hurt, and I would not be super happy about doing that. But if you want to put together one last run with LeBron and Anthony Davis on the same roster, maybe a proven player like James Harden is a better route to go than just hoping that Hachimura was not kind of a one-hit wonder, if you will, like a Jeremy Lin for a 6-week stretch or a 6-month stretch instead. Now, before we get on to some other talk for today's show, I want to share an awesome deal going on with our friends at Fanatics, which is these t-shirts that are on sale as low as $10 a pop. You can get a 2-shirt combo that's a short sleeve and a long sleeve t-shirt. They've got lots of shirts, more than just the ones we have on screen. So click the link, chatsports.com/LakersShirt, Lakers t-shirt, excuse me, and you can get some awesome deals as low as $10. So make sure you up your Lakers wardrobe by using our exclusive link to get that awesome sale. Now, I want to give some quick love to our guy, Pau Gasol. He is officially a Hall of Famer. He was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame, and it's great to see. To me, this was not a question of if, just a question of when, and Boom Boom Pau, no doubt about it, is a Hall of Famer in my eyes. A very long, successful career in LA with the Lakers. In Gasol's speech, he talked about Kobe Bryant. It was very touching and really nice to hear. 17.7 points per game, nearly averaged a double-double. Just one more rebound, Paul, and that would have gotten us over the hump. But he is a Laker legend, no doubt about it in my eyes. Pau Gasol is going to go down as one of the Lakers' greatest bigs in NBA or in team history, and maybe even NBA history to go along with it. So great to see him get rewarded, get recognized at the highest possible level, the Hall of Fame. So shout out to Pau Gasol. That is awesome to see. So let's show the guy some love. One last time, let's spam his jersey number 16 down in the comments section below. I do not think the Lakers have all the championships they have without Pau Gasol. So let's show our Spanish King some love. Type 16 in the comments section below. That's going to do it for us on today's show. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, taking time out of your day. And to all of our Chinese viewers that can no longer see this because I said something negative about China, I would apologize, but you wouldn't see that apology.